Ladies and gentlemen, we are interrupting our regular broadcast to bring you extraordinary events taking place in
unexplained disturbance and the hysteria that it's causing are incredible.
How would you describe what you are seeing?
Widespread panic has gripped the countryside as thousands have taken to the streets.
The first movie was really one of these things which just worked.
There was a great energy making the movie, and then it came out and it was this huge hit.
It's an exciting movie, but also has a lot of love in it. We ain't just running around shooting guns.
I'm very proud of you.
But I didn't really think it was gonna be a huge film. And then one day,
I always had this fascination with like alien invasion movies, and I had just done Stargate, which was the sleeper hit of the fall at that time.
While we were on the press tour, we would very often be asked, do we believe that aliens have visited Earth? And usually we'd say, no, we don't. And at some point, Roland said, imagine if tomorrow we woke up and there was a 14-mile wide spaceship above a city. And then he leaned over to me and said, I think I have our next movie.
So there was a lot of interest from all sides, and we knew we had to rush, because I just heard that one of my favorite directors, Tim Burton, was doing a parody of it at Warner's. And like Dini immediately said, oh, we cannot beat them. I said, yes, we can. And then we went off to Mexico and in 3 weeks wrote the script. And then we named it Independence Day, only to date it before Mars Attacks, because we knew that comes out in August.
Roland was a big fan of Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Initiating communication sequence, Echo 1. Welcome wagon has commenced.
Maybe they're friendly.
There's something happening here.
But maybe they're not. People in Los Angeles on the top of the building are, hey, that's so beautiful, come and visit us. And then they get decimated.
So pretty.
Every person knows when somebody from outside comes and disturbs your way of living. I think everybody can relate to that.
The unique idea was we decided, rather than telling an alien invasion story, we decided to do the movie as a disaster film and really pattern it after the old Irwin Allen movies.
I read it and I thought it's really kind of cool, and I hadn't seen anything like it. It was kind of an homage to disaster films from another time.
When I read the first script, I recognized there was a certain kind of tone about it that was unusual, with this mix of action, humor, and
Oh no, you did not shoot that green shit at me!
direness and sentimentality, and all kind of in a washing machine tumble.
I don't understand. Where does all this come from? How do you get funding for something like this? You don't actually think they spent $20,000 on a hammer, $30,000 on a toilet seat, do you?
Roland Emmerich has a unique way of putting things together, has a unique sensibility and sense of humor and sense of telling a story.
The humor brings the humanity of the situation into the film. And it allows us to say, we're having some fun here. Don't take this too serious.
That's what he wanted from me, no matter how serious it is. In the midst of the worst thing that's happening,
we are evacuating. I repeat, we are evacuating the White House.
I can look at a telephone and say, look, we have our own phone. We're going to the White House for the first time. I said I should have worn something different.
If I knew I was going to meet the president, I would have worn a tie. I mean, look at me. I look like a schlemiel.
Roland is absolutely the master of the genre. The first Independence Day had a lot of wonderful elements that all worked.
Babe, you want some of this coffee? Babe. Boom, boom, boom.
But I think the day that we realized the kind of hit it was going to be was our last test screening. And the audience didn't know what movie they were coming in to see. So the movie begins, and the title Independence Day showed up. Well, when the audience saw that title, they went insane. They started screaming and cheering and applauding. And Roland and I couldn't believe it. They were this excited to see the movie.
And then it was out of sync, and I immediately realized it, and I said, we have to stop. So this thing goes, ooh. And I immediately got really nervous.
And the lights had to come back up, and we had to go upstairs and fix the film and get it back on the projector. It took about 10 minutes. And during that entire 10 minutes, the cheering never ended. And that was the moment we thought, you know, we might have lightning in a bottle here.
At the end, they still cheered and screamed, and we had one of the probably the highest score I ever had in a movie.